Hi, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for taking a look at my page, and if you haven't done so already, absolutely subscribe to my channel. It really helps my channel, and I'm hoping that you'll find the information that I have on here, the videos, you find it very helpful. I'm always here for my ladies who've already gone through a divorce or who are going through a divorce. So absolutely, this is a place to be, this channel, to receive all the information that is important to you. So thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you. So today's video is about the pros and cons of going through this court system for child support. So if you're at a place where you are having to first deal with this, whether it's through a separation or through the actual divorce process, there are a lot of questions. Some women are like, okay, we can just work it out. It'd be easier and faster if I just get direct payments. Again, this is a video is intended for informational purposes only. So I'm just going to tell you what my experience is. I've had 14 years experience as a lawyer here in Texas. I've done primarily family law, and so I have lots of experience. So let me just tell you, my best experience is go ahead and go through the court system. It makes it so much easier later on, because there are probably things that you're not thinking about right now that may come up later. And when they do come up, it'd be so much easier if you have it already established through the court system. The only caveat to that is I would usually tell my clients that there's usually a lag time, the time that you actually have the child support set up to the time you actually start receiving payments. Sometimes that lag time can be anywhere from 6 weeks to sometimes 10 weeks before you actually start to see the payments. They are deducting it from your ex, but they haven't transferred it to your account if you haven't direct deposit, or they haven't started sending you the checks if you don't have direct deposit. And to be honest, it's been my experience, it really isn't any faster or slower if they're setting it up either way, whether they're setting up through the direct deposit or they're setting up for you to mail you your check. To be honest, I've just seen it. It's been the same lag time. It's just more convenient if you then have it directly deposited into your account. But it's really been my experience here in Texas. It's been no faster getting your money if you have it direct deposited. Getting it set up. Obviously, you have mailing time between wherever they're sending it, whatever city they're sending it. If you're here in Texas, they're sending it from Austin to wherever you live in the state. But otherwise, actually setting up is no faster. Otherwise, so I just tell people budget for that. Budget for that 6 week to 10 week period where you may not be getting any child support. They're deducting it, you're just not getting it yet. So I just tell them try to plan for that the best they can. Otherwise, it is usually so much easier and so much better, so much more to your benefit if you have it set up through the court system. Some people think, oh, I don't need to do that. And, I always say, there may be some things that you may not be considering right now. Number one is if there is a job change or a job loss. If there's a job change and he's switching over jobs, sometimes it may be a little bit of confusion, or it may be several weeks before they're actually starting to deduct out of the new job. So you always want someone who is keeping track of every penny to make sure there's not going to be any argument later on, whether there's arguments of when they started to deduct it, how much you actually received and all that. Sometimes they set it up at the new job and it's wrong. They're deducting the wrong amount. They're not doing it intentionally. They just it's just a clerical error on their part. So you want to make sure that you get that stuff straightened out and that there is an accurate record of exactly what was paid and when it was received. Second thing is, if, say for example, there is a job change or a job loss, and there is an arrearage, you want to make sure that the interest is being calculated correctly. The interest is being calculated correctly. So you don't want to shortchange yourself that way either. So it's better that the states go ahead and take care of that. They have all the formulas in there to calculate the interest correctly. So you want to make sure that you get everything that your child is due. Third thing is, and one of the most contentious things is cheerleaders. You may not be thinking about or planning for cheerleaders. You're like, who are the cheerleaders? And I'm not saying that every new girlfriend or every new wife is this way. I'm not painting a broad brush at all. But sometimes, your ex may get involved with someone who has this type of personality, that she is insecure, and that she wants the way that in her mind she thinks that she can bond with your ex and also guard against you guys having him having other feelings for you, is to start an us against them mentality. So in other words, she'll may encourage him to not be agreeable with you, to not pay you child support, and to not cooperate with you with exchange of your kids, all that stuff, because she's insecure. And she thinks, again, to guard against what she thinks is her interest now, and wanting to strengthen her relationship with your ex, she starts, the muckety muck. She starts stirring the pot, and that sometimes can have an effect on your ex, and he starts, acting crazy, start acting out, and so you want to guard against this type of stuff. So if the state is the one who's calculating and taking care of all that and making sure that things get paid, then that is absolutely in your own best interest, because you don't want that type of drama. You absolutely don't want that type of drama at all. Okay, so that's really important for you to do that. Third thing, or sometimes she's just insecure, and she's just stirring up the pot, and sometimes especially if they want to start a family, she'll be like, well, I'm already home with the kids, why are you paying her all that money? I'm gonna be home with the baby anyway, why don't we just get custody of your kids, from her, from your ex. Like, believe it or not, I've known that to be a situation more than once. So, again, you don't want her to be getting all upset because you're receiving child support, because she thinks he's paying too much, and that all that money should be going out of their household. It should be staying with her. And so, again, you have to guard yourself against the cheerleaders. They may not exist now. He may not know who she is now, but hey, you might as well save your nerves and just go ahead and just set yourself up for success, and set yourself up so that you don't have to go through all the emotional drama that may come up later on that you may not be thinking of right now. All right, so hope that you find this helpful. Sorry, there's a truck going by. So if you find this helpful, if you know of anybody who may be going through this, share the link to this video. Tell them about my channel. Absolutely, do that. Okay, so thank you so much again for watching. Subscribe to my channel. You know of anybody else who's contemplating going through a divorce, or is going through a divorce, or is single. So I also talk about dating and other things. Absolutely, share the link to this video and share my channel with them. All right, so hit that like button if you like this video. Comment if you have any other questions about topics and comments that you want me to tackle. Absolutely, put it in the comment section to this video. I read every single comment, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.